I'm not going to do a lot of this today. I need to build this back up. I've been sick, so I took a couple days off from it, even though I did train yesterday. I'll get the training vlog up later. I did put up for you guys some shorts of the deadlift work sets. So went over to beltless pulling. I want to do all my training beltless now. But yeah, we got on the 50-pound weight vest for people who ask. You hear the metal in there. Um, but again, I just want to get some fasted cardio in. My carbs are going to be pretty low now. I don't necessarily need a lot of it, even for recon, and to make some lean gains and strip some fat away. For me personally, but I need to at least be doing some every day. May not go back to like the hour I was doing. I don't know that I need that. I feel like even 20 or 30 minutes, maybe plenty, particularly given how much I'm training now. I'm training more now than I was when I was doing that. So again, the lifting will always be the primary. But I think always getting a little fasted cardio in is good for body fat loss and recomposition, no matter what you have going on. But again, the focus right now is lean gains. But I do want to recomp a little bit. I do want to get a little leaner, and I think that's doable with where I'm at. Uh, Riley, I don't know if they still sell this one. Go to the Rogue website though. So I have just the Rogue one, and I have their full set of their ergonomic plates. Uh, so Riley, I mean, just go to Rogue. I mean, it's major brand. I think the vest with all the plates, the full set was around. I could be wrong. I thought it was around $300. Uh, hey, Legend, yeah. Yeah. Okay, hey. I think the reason Wes can't carry in Florida because he's a felon, so that means he's harmless. Like, so you can't really be a tough, dangerous person in any way if you're in a society where everyone's armed and you're unarmed. That doesn't work. Kind of silly of him. He needs to probably chill with that whole thing. Uh, uh, the person who's asking their question is showing I'm not answering your question, and you literally know nothing about the subject, and we're not going to discuss this subject. Okay. Yeah, Steve, it's warmed up. So, yeah, it's definitely warmer. I mean, it's not even cold out. It's probably 60 degrees right now. This is actually pretty comfortable. Yeah, there's 50 pounds in the vest. What do Americans receive from the U.S. government? Nothing. We get nothing in return for our taxes. I want to abolish the IRS. Like, they're literally killing me. So I laugh when people try to talk all this trash about silly nonsense, like saying, welfare and their tax dollars. I'm like, dude, I pay probably more taxes than they do. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, the IRS F's me right now. For the last few years, it's been bad, like really bad. Yeah, we don't get anything in return. Like, I don't even know why we need this government at all. They don't do anything. They just take our money. All right. That's honestly how I feel about it these days. All they do is take. All right. Uh, well, Tuna, he and like four other guys wasn't him by himself. What are you talking about? And he's lucky. Well, that guy attacked him first, though, to be fair. But the whole thing is stupid. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that alone. So, Jason, how can we get your engagements back up to where it was? Click the likes. I mean, Atomic, I see 0 likes, and you're literally asking me that question. So you didn't click the like button? Come on, dude. You already know this stuff. Oh, but no, I've unbanned people, so I went ahead and removed most of the bans. I'm just going to ignore trolls. I think the best way to deal with that is just to ignore them. All right. Hey, Tuna, I think you're kind of missing the point. He's walking around playing a tough act in a area where a huge percentage of the population carry. He's in Florida, dude. They're one of the most heavily armed states, like Texas. Like everybody's strapped, legally strapped. That's not where you walk around pretending to be a tough guy and a bully and you carry pepper spray. Like, that's just dumb. Like, dumb is the only way to describe that. How are we doing? I'm doing good, dude. No, I don't eat fish at all. I can't stand fish. Like, fish is revolting. And there's nothing I can do about it. And please don't offer me advice on how to make it taste better. Every time I've tried, I've vomited. So nothing works. There is no solution. You just not eat it. Coach, I don't know that I'm a badass. I'm just me, dude. I'm just a regular guy who enjoys lifting and coaching and helping people. That's it. What is the vest for? The vest is holding 50 pounds of weight plates. So yeah. So what I do for the engagements Atomic is I'm just going to ignore trolls and let them post. That helps. I'm just going to ignore their posts. Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is after working out. So Cassie, I already did a full deadlift and posterior chain workout. You saw the clips already. I did three work sets with 500 pounds on a deficit deadlift without a belt. And then I did a bunch of glute ham raises and reverse hypers. And now I'm doing this before I eat breakfast. So fasted. So all fasted training, fasted cardio. Got the 50-pound vest on. So again, here are the metal plates. Can I pinch 235s? Probably. I sleep a lot, Rob. My stress management and nutrition are on point. All right. So sleep, nutrition, stress management. And I've built my work capacity up over time. All right. We built it up over time. But even then, I have to watch volumes on certain stuff, like knowing your limits. You don't see me doing tons of heavy squatting and deadlifts, right? So I only squat once a week. And mostly I only do one top set, and then everything else is smaller work for my legs. But the goal is in the next couple of weeks, I do want to nail a 500 squat without a belt. That's the next goal. No belt, no sleeves. But the same thing on deadlifts. I did 3 sets of deadlifts. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Right. Jason, you ever been through a phase? Probably. I mean, I'm sure I have. Yeah. There we go. That guy's getting my engagements up. Look at that. That'll get people in here. We already got 44 people in the stream. Keep it up. You know? All right. Imagine the psychology involved with that guy who's doing that right now. Like, how empty must his life be? So, I was over in the wooded area. I think I went a lot back to the neighborhood a little bit, closer to the house, because I'm not going to do a super long stream in here today, I don't think. Back to cardio. Yeah, Vino, I wasn't able to do it for a couple of days because I've had basically a mild flu. I don't know the name of the park. It's one in my neighborhood. It's like 3 minutes from my house. Do I need to see the name on it? Oh, it's the recreation center for the residents. That's what it is. I guess it's not considered a park. It's the recreation center. I am not in Houston, bro. I am in Spring. I'm north of Houston. I've been to Memorial Park. I used to live fairly close to it, but I'm not in Houston. No, I get along with all my neighbors. There were some jokes in one of the neighbor groups. I was in there. One of the guys said, he's like, I want to look like that guy who walks around in the vest. And I was like, that's me. And we all had a laugh. All right. I remember switching over to more lifting days instead. Yeah, it was more than a few weeks ago, Vino. It was over a month ago. I wanted to get my work capacity up in the gym, and now that my lifting volume and work capacity is up, I'm adding the cardio back in. It's all done sequentially. What do you mean, be careful? Yeah, I'm in good terms with the HOA. I know the president personally. We get along really well. What do you mean, be safe out here? Stay strapped or get clapped, homie. Right? Oh, gosh. It's a weight vest, not body armor, you silly clown. You silly goof. This is not body armor. Body armor is by my bed. I have a level 4 plate carrier. I have level 4 plates and a full loadout for my bump in the night kit by my bed. But this is not body armor. This is just weight plates. I knew that you had a plan. I never missed a few months. Yeah, I missed a few months. So that was the plan, Vino. So the idea was just cut the cardio out so that I could go to 6 full days of lifting, because I was only doing 4, and I built the cardio up, the GPP up, and then I went to 5, and then I cut the GPP out and went to 6 for weak point day. So like my 6th day is just biceps, because I need bigger biceps, quite frankly. And now I've started working the cardio back in slowly, the GPP. Right? In your plate carrier, you have level 4 front and back plates. You have, I know I don't have side plates in it. It's just for my home. I mean, I'm in a situation to where, I mean, dude, if a bump in the night, if just front and back level 4 plates and an AR with 4 extra mags in there and a backup handgun and my loadout doesn't, if that's not enough, I am screwed. It's like, all right, can you use the reverse hyper to do hamstring curls? I've never tried. That would seem really awkward. Do you use specific shoes for squatting? I squat barefoot. Do you not watch my training? What happened to Jason Genova? What do you mean beef? There was never a beef with Genova. Dude, why would I have a beef with someone who's mentally handicapped? That's ridiculous. There's no beef. What do you mean? I can squat 500 now. My goal is 500 beltless within the next month on camera. No belt. Are you doing cardio now, or is it time? It's time dependent. You think I should do heavy singles on good mornings? No, not while you're new to the exercise. Build some more capacity. Like until you can do probably 10 reps with 225, I wouldn't do any maxing on the good morning. Hold on, my bootlace just came untied. All right. I double tied it. I don't know why this happened. All right. Okay. What are these silly clowns who think box squats are easier than back squats? These people clearly don't know what they're talking about. They don't even lift. Um, I don't know. One of my iPhones. I haven't upgraded them in a few years, so these are both like at least 3 years old. Um, whatever, iPhone 12 or 13 or whatever. I think it's a 12. This is not even my main phone. This is my backup. Uh, okay. Man, people don't keep up with my training. Some dude just said I can't squat 40. I just did a 460 last week without a belt. Like just did nothing but a pair of shorts. And it was easy. Its goal is 500. I don't have to put on a belt for it to pass in comp. You can do it without a belt. It's just harder. Do I? No, I'm not a racist at all. Um, I don't actually judge people by their skin color at all. So that pretty much covers that. All right. Okay. Nobody. How many reps do you think you should do on Good Morning since I'm new to it? I would start with 20 rep sets. Okay. Do you think race? I don't know that race itself is even a real thing. Honestly, biologically, I don't know if we can even define it. Right? Like, I think that's a debatable subject if we can even define it biologically. I don't know that we can. No, but I mean, is not saying certain traits, but to say that it is specifically, I don't know that you can break it down that way. I could be wrong. All right. Race is based off environmental factors. Yeah, they're just rage baiting. Would be nice to have a moderator here for when you were doing your cardio here. No, there's a point of, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to let them run wild and I'm just going to ignore them. I've come to realize more and more as I've gone back and forth a little bit. And I'm like, you know what, man? I'll just unban most of them. If they don't get to me, so why care? Right? Uh, okay. Uh, so, yeah, there's no need to moderate any of it. It's just engagements at this point. And I've come to realize that, like, if it doesn't bother me, then just let them put money in my pocket. You know? All right, getting back towards my house. I'll wind this down in the next couple of minutes so I can go get my breakfast in. It's a good way to standardize hydration. You can look at your urine. Color of your pee is a good indicator. A good point. Yeah, they're literally getting you paid. Exactly. I might as well let them make me some money. No, Nate, by the way, the mercenary thing was 10 years ago. I've removed all of it. in 2015, and I've issued formal apologies like 7 years ago, right? You do not know that? No, I got up and I apologized for it and said that it was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life and that I was sorry and that I wouldn't do it again. And I gave a 15-minute long apology video. But I removed all that stuff a decade ago. It was all done in 2015. So just an FYI in case you didn't know that. So it was all done in a short period of time. It's kind of a publicity thing, a stupid thing I did. It was a really bad idea. So how's it make me a fraud? All iPhones, chill. It's one of my iPhones. Yes, totally the worst thing I've ever done. That's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Okay, let's ignore the trolls. So we're almost done with this walk. Ready to get some food in. NH said I faked my height video. Yeah, how insane do you have to be to think that I faked my height video? That guy's something else, isn't he? Oh man. Sirloin, I appreciate that, man. I mean, I have friends, I have family, I have clients who are vets. Everybody's been cool with it. Yeah, that's how people are on the internet, though. You can never redeem yourself with people when they decide you've done wrong. You can't apologize enough. You can't remove stuff. You can't do charity work. There's no such thing. There's no redemption on the internet. All right. Refill, I totally said why I did it. So you didn't check. Okay. All right, guys. It's time for me to wind this down. Go get some breakfast. Love all of you guys and gals. And I'll talk to you next